was Little Richard's more muscular cousin, like I would have told you, yeah, that's clearly a black guy. That's Little Richard's cousin. He's muscular, jacked Little Richard's cousin, because that's how good he was as Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah.
Like holy cow.
He's a phenomenal performer.
Yes, he was.
I scared him one day.
Well, he was a boxer though.
Yeah.
He was a boxer and became
And he's
a
from
pro wrestler.
Buffalo.
And he's from
Yeah.
Buffalo.
He
Yeah.
won New York State championships.
Yeah.
1990. I'm gonna date myself.
I was say,
Yeah.
tell the story, yeah.
1990. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was in the state Golden Gloves tournament.
Oh, okay.
WWE was doing it. That tournament was always in Syracuse at the time at the state fairgrounds. And WWE was doing a pay-per-view in Rochester. And he would come to, over the 2-3 days. He would stop in at least once a day with Sable and check out the boxing.
Oh, yeah?
I met him the first day, ran up to him all crazy. Now here's this big, I was 18 years old, and I'm running, oh my God, it's Mark. And at first he's like, oh, hey. But then we talked for a while, and I was from Buffalo and I was a boxer, and we had a lot in common.
Right.
And we talked, and he's like, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, I want to check it out. And he knew who my trainer was.
Oh, okay.
And I remember in the finals, my trainer kind of gave up. And I'm like, the guy who I was fighting, it was my first year in that tournament, and I was a novice. I only had 4 fights at that point.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be against another novice with under 5 or 6 fights. But the guy was out of boxing for 10 years. So 10 years ago, he had about 200 amateur fights. But now, since he's back, he's only had 3. So I'm in the ring with this guy, not knowing what to do, getting and who's yelling the loudest outside the ring?
Mark Merrill.
So I asked my trainer, I'm in the corner, and he's still down on the bottom. Well, his son was giving me water. And I go, what do I do? Do I dodge something? Do I duck something? Do I double up? What do I do? And he goes, oh, where do I? Can I swear on YouTube?
Yeah, go ahead.
He goes, I don't know, go out there and fucking hit him. I swear to you, Mark Merrill flipped and jumped up and started, hey, no, like it was like watching Johnny Bad for a moment. He was outside the ring just going crazy.
Oh,
And then the fight ended in that round. I don't know how. I don't remember. I was leaning up against the ropes, and my hands were up trying to protect myself, but they kept going down. It was like my gloves were switched with cement blocks.
Yeah.
So they're going down, and I can't stop them. And then all of a sudden, I remember seeing like the ring, the lights, the ring, the lights, the ring, the lights, and then I saw a towel go over his back, and I remember thinking to myself. As I'm seeing the ring, the lights, and a towel. And it was like a stop motion animation towel going across the scene. But from what I hear, I think Mark Merrill grabbed it.
Oh, no, yeah, he
It
did.
was around his shoulder. He's like, oh.
Saved your life.
I think he pulled him through it, from what I heard.
Oh, my goodness.
That's true. Hopefully, Mark Merrill will clarify that for us. But he was the loudest one there trying to help me.
Well, yeah.
And he's a great guy.
Nice guy, yeah.
Amazing guy. If I reached out to him right now, I seen him once after that. I was at a hospital, and his father was there.
Okay.
And I was also visiting someone, and he stopped and we talked for a little while. He always remembers who I am.
Yeah.
He always talks to me. He's just an amazing guy. If I reach out to him right now, like I reached out to him a couple years ago because he's doing that motivational speaking.
Yeah.
And I asked him if he would go to my son's school because there were some problems there that I didn't like. And he took it personally. He's like, I will make sure I go. You get me in touch. He was willing to go for nothing. He was willing to go to these schools and talk to kids about bullying, about staying positive, about, believing in yourself. That's the amazing stuff this guy does. And just me reaching out to him going, I'm really worried about some stuff going on in my kid's school. He came home and he said a word that he should not know.
Right.
And he's, oh no, I'm going. So personally. And if I reached out to him right now and said, hey, whatever, he'd be the first one, like, hey, let me take care of this. Like, whatever it is, he's an amazing guy.
Oh, absolutely. Rich?
What was the question again? I don't even remember.
Yeah, we ended up. I told you.
What are we talking
I
about?
don't know how Kenny got on Mark Merrill.
It's
Because he said he would look like Little Richard.
Oh, so we're talking. Oh, right. Okay, right. Okay,
Gotcha.
now I got it.
Gotcha.
Yes, right. Well, okay. I for whatever reason, when I was a kid, I liked George the Animal Steel, and his match against the Macho Man at WrestleMania 2, I thought was horrible. I was like, because I was 6. I'm like, George can win the Intercontinental. No, he can't. And I thought Macho Man was terrible because he just kept in that match. He just kept jumping out of the ring, and I didn't understand, at that point the psychology. I wanted to see, he made me. So then. Over the course of the next year between WrestleMania 2 and WrestleMania 3, the whole story with Ricky Steamboat, going on, and really that it's again, I have like a real I don't know, like almost feel like a Walmart experience with wrestling. Like everybody could have this experience. It's not like unique to me necessarily, but
the same thing you did about George. He's gonna win it. He's
Gonna win. No.
But that match at WrestleMania 3, then that's what made me a huge fan, not of just Macho Man, but of wrestling, because I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. Steamboat's gonna have to, he's gonna just kill him or whatever. Macho Man's gonna cheat or whatever. And Macho Man tried to cheat, but Steamboat, still won, and it was the best match ever. And then I read later that they went out there wanting to steal the show from Hogan and Andre, and basically they did, because that match is remembered as much as anything from the 80s.
Yeah, but who drew 93,000?
Well, drew 93,000 people, but you know what though? Of all the matches that match back then stands up today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely, it was
one of the best
the
matches
best ever. But like you said, the 93,000 were there to see.
Well, they came
And
the
that's
draw.
really in wrestling. It's kind of like where we come off. Like,
Right.
what is our object? Make money.
Yeah.
Draw a crowd, make money. So really, they won that night, even though Macho Man and
Right.
Steamboat went out and had the best match to this day that people say is of all time, which we're going to talk about in our roundtable section next week on our YouTube channel.
Oh, very good.
We're going to have a whole roundtable discussion. We're actually going to break that stuff down.
Awesome.
Can I just ask, for those of you who saw that, why did George Steele always wrestle in a sweater? I was always confused by that. Him and Dutch Mantel, always in a sweater.
It wasn't a sweater, just so you know.
Oh my
That's
God.
okay.
I have the same problem, so I can relate.
Alrighty then. What you?
I gotta say, my all-time inspiration has to be The Undertaker.
Ooh, oh, very nice. Very nice.
From his undefeated streak to just his overall character, has always been an inspiration of mine.
I'll tell you, I was like 17 or 18 years old, and when Ted DiBiase announced The Undertaker, all of a sudden this 6'10" guy, I'm like, oh my God, who is this?
What year was that?
That was like 91.
91.
It was 91.
I was a couple years older than you.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm like, oh, jeez. I was all creeped out.
I was like,
heebie-jeebies. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, I'm like, it's Mark Callis.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remembered him from the skyscrapers.
Yes.
Yet I was still scared that this dead guy's walking around the ring with purple gloves on. I remembered him.
I know it.
But I was still bought into the character somehow.
Him being with Brother Love, that didn't.
He's one of those characters that instantly, bam.
Oh, Connor.
Oh, just awesome.
Which brings up a good point is about characters. Like, you look at Mean Mark Callis. He's a great wrestler in the ring. He's doing the finish as a top rope walking elbow drop. And then he becomes The Undertaker and he stops doing that, but he's arguably becomes a bigger star. So there's where it's what catches a fan's imagination in the end.
And it caught my imagination, even though I knew he was Mark Callis
yeah.
from the skyscraper.
Exactly.
And the guy from Suburban Commando.
Exactly.
With the squeaky voice.
Oh my God, that's the best part of the
But
movie.
I was still bought in.
Oh, yeah.
As a young kid.
Although Christopher Lloyd's "I Was Frozen Today" is up there with the squeaky voice Undertaker from Suburban Commando.
Well, gentlemen, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for Blackjack for allowing me into your fortress.
Rich Kilford, do you want to put over?
Thank you very much.
Some of our YouTube.
Yeah, we've got the YouTube channel Victory One Wrestling Official, and or you can just look us up victory1wrestling@gmail.com, and we've got just go to our YouTube channel, and all our Patreon information is there if you want to keep. I mean, we really try to make. At least, like I said at the beginning of the show, I want to have this seem as much like old school wrestling as possible. So we really put the time in from a production standpoint to make this a wrestling show that looks like it came out of the 80s. You're not going to find vertical cell phone video or different size, whatever, cheap graphics. I mean, I did this for years, and we're really trying to not just, be a different kind of promotion with the type of wrestling we do, but we want our presentation on YouTube to be more professional, than a lot of different things. Because we care about the product, we really
If you
do.
go check it out, you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The graphics, the event center that we do our
We have the Sean Mooney Memorial
the
Event
Sean
Center.
Mooney Memorial Event Center. We've got that. It's great stuff. You just gotta check it out on YouTube. Victory One Wrestling. And next week we are filming the roundtable discussion carrying all kinds of different topics, from who's the greatest worker / wrestler of all time to all the different products out there. We're going to be covering a lot of topics. It's going to be long, and it's going to be good.
And also for the fans of you who are more into the inside of the business, we have a special show. It's called
Right,
True,
True
Victory,
Victory.
hosted by our own Mean Gene Okerlund,
Keith White Jr.
and a
And he's a-
phenomenal.
He's a children's author who's so he was on the bestseller list, and he's our version.
He's
of
our
Jim
version of-
And he has a suit.
He has 70,000 Twitter followers.
He has a suit that's up there with Jim Cornette.
Does he have the mustache?
No, he has a heck of a goatee though. He's got what?
I got a Sharpie you can borrow. You can draw one in.
Right on.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining me. It was a pleasure meeting you all, and we hope to see your next event soon.
Yes, October 28th.
Yeah, we're looking at October 28th.
Okay.
It's looking like it's going to be in the Wales Center area, at Wales Center Fire Hall.
Ooh.
We're waiting for all the paperwork to get stamped before we can officially say this is the date. This is what we're going.
Are we going with
But keep an eye out in late October at Wales Center Fire Hall.
for Fright Night Fisticuffs?
Is that what we're going to call it?
I don't know. You guys not like
They
that?
call it Shocktober,
Okay, look.
Shocktober Showdown.
Or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not Great Balls of Fire. So therefore,
Yes, it is.
I like to call that one Small Balls in a Freezer because that's what.
Type of show.
Although that was not a bad show.
If
Something
Richie
bad.
California ever gets into porn, that's what we'll call it.
Well,
Thank you, brother, so much for having us.
No problem, man. Hey, thanks, guys.